three ads for the same customer acquisition. This customer is acquiring a customer for 1500 to 1700 rupees for a 5000 rupee room, but he is happy because the person stays for 3 nights. तो 1500 में एक कस्टमर मिला, 15000 मिल गए, वो कहता है वाह मेरे को तो 10%। बट रीमार्केटिंग में तीन टाइप के ऐड लगते हैं, तीन टाइप के कैंपेन्स चलते हैं, शुरू में रिजल्ट नहीं आता, हम लोग कभी कभी रीमार्केटिंग को भूल जाते हैं। तो social media is the biggest opportunity in the history of business. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Internet Moguls Digital Hospitality Club, where we are interviewing practitioners. These are practitioners who are working day in and day out through the pandemic to make sure that we have a timely and profitable revival. I wanted to say two things. One, my dad, I don't know if he's attending this, but he is, one of my biggest influences in my life. He always says the most expensive thing you can ask from people is not their money, but it's their time. So I thank all three of you and everybody who's watching for your 1 hour. Deeply appreciated. I don't take this lightly at all. Thank you so much. I would like all of you people to give a 1 minute description of who you are, what are you doing, what is your role where you are, and how can people follow you and on what channel. We'll start with Manoj.
Uh, the name is Manoj. I basically, being a hotelier, has been always speaking to you guys. Right now, working with the Shipra Hotel Limited. Basically, we have three assets. One is Shipra Mall Indirapura, which is around 50-year-old mall, one of the prime locations in the Indirapura. And we have two hotel projects. One is basically at the Noida called Mosaic, and then there's a Mosaic Masuri. So these are the three assets which basically I take care of along with the special part of the business development for them.
Awesome. Mehul, audience wants to follow you. हम आपको कहाँ ढूंढ सकते हैं? LinkedIn, Instagram, which is your favorite?
Well, I believe the LinkedIn is the right way on that part. I'm not very much on the Facebook and Insta, but yes, very active on the LinkedIn.
We will have
And
to
the profile is Manoj Behel.
phone करूँगा to get you on Facebook and Insta. Yes, Ranjan. Over to
Right,
you.
Vijay.
My name is Ranjan, and I am the currently I head this hospitality vertical for this group, and we currently have three units operating. We have the Winway Hotel, which is a 38-room property boutique hotel in Indore. The Wow Hotel is a five-star segmented hotel of 125 keys and five F&B outlets, five restaurants. We also operate a marriage garden and a convention center, which is 20 kilometers away from the city. It's on the Mumbai-Agra highway. We operate that. It's a 2 acre of land which has got manicured lawn and almost around 10,000 square feet of covered space for convention, indoor convention. We just opened it last year, and we got some inquiries on that. And we're very happy with whatever's happening over there. So that's my current role, and you can follow me on LinkedIn. I only have personal contacts on Instagram and Facebook. For official, I use LinkedIn.
Okay, so Sachin और मैं आपको भी phone करेंगे फिर. Because to be able to build your personal brand is the most powerful thing today. I mean, nobody can take that away from you. So anyway, Sachin, Akbar.
Hi, I am Sachin. I'm on the role of National Head Sales and Distribution. I work for GD Hotels and Resorts. We have 10 hotels in India with 400 live inventory. And the flagship hotel, which is in Bangalore, which is also called as the most stylish hotel of the city. It's Vividus. And you can follow me on any channel, LinkedIn, I'm there, Instagram as Sachin Mudappa. Otherwise, you can follow me on TripAdvisor also with 1100 contribution called as at Sachin Mudappa itself.
Awesome. Yes, it is a very stylish hotel. I've stayed over there. Black, gold, and it's very nicely done. I stayed in one of your executive suites. It was amazing. The experience was amazing. Because I always believe a hotel experience in day jo hoga wo hoga, the night experience should be so good that most the complaints I have about hotels is that in the morning housekeeping की आवाज आ जाती है, अगर what if I want to sleep at 11 o'clock, why should I wake up like a corporate guest at 8 o'clock? मेरे को कोई ट्रेन नहीं पकड़नी, कोई फ्लाइट नहीं पकड़नी. There are hotels which allows me to sleep till whenever I want. अगर मेरे को लगता है कि it should be night, the bed, the double curtain that you have at Barbados, all of those things were so beautifully thought of. It was one of my best sleeps I've had. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Now, ये timely. I want to start. I'll start with Manoj. Timely, profitable revival. कितना दूर है आपके साथ?
Certainly believe at least 2 years away, because I believe that we have not yet defeated the virus. We are still in the midst of that. And as per the statements coming from the medical practitioners, we are going to have a third wave. Japan already is having a fourth wave. So
Right.
end of the day, can't see that how many years it will take where we basically become a normal, or maybe we already have become a normal and this is the new normal now. And we have to find a strategy out of this only, because certainly believe the pre-COVID era has already gone. I think it's a paradigm shift has already happened in 2020 now. And we have to find a way out for next decade, how to get things done. Because this is gonna be here. This is not going anywhere. Maybe we will get the boosters every year and keep working in regards to that. And new mutants and the new variants will keep on coming. As far
Okay.
as the profitability is concerned for the operations and for the hotels, I don't foresee anything happening till 2023. Till that time, I certainly feel it's a struggle. We have to just survive.
Got it. Got it. So these are opening remarks from anybody. So Ranjan, over to you. When do you see that profitable revival of the hotels?
So the new profit, the profit statement has changed now. It's no more the 40% GOP and stuff like that. So let's not talk about it. As Manoj rightly said, it's the new normal. So now we got to struggle and fight every day to make sure that we meet our ends. That's the bottom line. So answering your question, I certainly see this whole curve going up and down as and when the new variant hits, the new wave comes in. There will be lockdowns. There will be a lot of restrictions coming in from the government to curb the situation and to bring the infection down. But so this will keep on happening. 2 months we will be shut down, locked up. Then there will be something which would the infection comes down, be able to control it. So then we go open it up once again. So this will keep on continuing, is what I foresee.
Sure.
For the next at least 2 years.
Wow.
So 21, 22 end is when we should be able to come back to what we were, 20 in 2019.
Lovely. Got it. Sachin?
I guess we shouldn't be looking at any profitability at this point of time as a hardcore line, as Sir also told, GOP should not be considered anything like that. We should actually look at the break-even things at this point of time. Yes, whatever the employee is getting or the management is investing, the break-even is at least considered at this point of time. Earning the break-even is more important at this point of time. And yes, I don't think that until mid of 2023 or end of 2023, things will become normal.
Okay, got it. So unanimous echo from everyone that profitable revival की कोई definition अभी नहीं है और अभी दे भी नहीं सकते. So how do we reply to, हम सब all 5 of us are in the same boat. कोई ना कोई ओनर हमसे पूछ रहा है कि कुछ तो बताओ कब करें, कितना करें, कोई प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, कोई खर्चा उस हिसाब से बांधना है, बैंक की इंस्टॉलमेंट देनी है. How do we answer these questions today?
So this was discussed in one of our meetings where my owners, promoters asked me, Ranjan, what do you think would be our budget, or how we're going to achieve some what we're going to achieve, the numbers at least. For the first time in my life, I'm zapped because I don't have a figure to give them, because the segment is all broken. The market mix, the segment which used to produce, is no more functioning the same way as it is. There are new segments coming up. Now, how is a hotel going to target a segment which is called DFIT? That's something which you are promoting and it's coming up. How are you supposed to target that?
Right.
OTA works on discounts and commission percentage. So there are two segments which are functioning right now. Everything else is over. We don't know what is happening there.
Hmm. I just love that answer. That is so bang on. The definition of the target segment ही बदल गई. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. Manoj, what are your thoughts on that? How do we reply to owners? You know, like as a digital marketing agency, people ask us, "चलो ठीक है, we're ready to work. Everything is open." You know, give us a कुछ अंदाजा, कुछ तो बताओ.
Well, I certainly go along with Ranjan on that part. We do not have any oracle ball to see it or how the future is going to pan out for us. And the obviously being operations guys, the owners do expect the answers from us, being on the helm of affairs. But it's really a tough time, and sort of there's no methodology, as he very clearly said. There's no market segment. There are new market segments coming up, arising on, which have not been defined till yet, and the one which have been defined is already been obstructed. See, if we take an Indian example, the majority of the people who are basically fueling the growth of tourism in last one decade after 2008 recession was the new middle class or the high middle class who had an aspiration and who do have a dispensable income. Unfortunately, because of the last 2 years, the 2020 and now even this year, the pandemic has basically eroded that sort of category at all. I was just going through the data. Yesterday, the government has shared that more than 1 CR people have lost job in the May itself into 2021. So practically out of that, even if I take around 10% of it who are basically fueling our growth, which is a huge number, around 1 million people, and obviously we are not going to get their business in future. So we need to find out a way out that we create a new categories and all that, but it's going to be a very difficult. Like a typical example is that the Incredible India concept is totally be broken. The way we have panned out our media, had done the burials and the pyres and all that all over the world level. Nobody is going to come to India for at least next 2 years, taking in consideration what has been printed all over the world regarding India, the pandemic part. So we have lost a lot of work. Last 10 years of the whole Incredible India campaign has already washed out. So things are difficult because if a tourism, you see that I used to be in Goa and we used to rely a lot on charters, but I don't foresee anything charter business coming to the Goa at least for next at least 2 years more. Russia is not coming, UK is not coming. Same goes for the Golden Triangle and other aspects of the tourism in India. So when the owners ask it, it's very difficult to give an answer because there is no answer as on the table.
But I think we understand. I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate, just so that we have about 41 people over here and we'll have about 50 odd people watching on Facebook. So 100 hoteliers आज आए हैं हमारे साथ because कुछ ना कुछ सवाल everybody is answering something and सब लोग सोच रहे हैं शायद आप मुझे बता दो कि कहाँ जाऊँ मैं. But collectively we trying to say collectively कहीं ना कहीं despair है, थोड़ी confusion है, लेकिन साथ में हिम्मत भी है, जोश भी है, उस पे भी आएंगे हम. But for everybody here in the audience who are all hoteliers and are saying मुझे कुछ tell me an answer. See, because I know we are not able to predict revenues, but खर्चे fixed हैं. So do you see a lot of hotels that are going to be sold?
At this point of time, survival is more important. If you are able to survive in this pandemic, then I don't think that the chain hotels or those hotels which are cash rich will get sold. But yeah, standalone, most of them might lose their lease terms or they might get sold kind of. And with regard to the business, if you want to take, you will have to take whatever is coming. You can't be choosy at this point of time. It might be any segment like DFIT, or it might be an FIT, or even a corporate, a little movement, if at all if it starts. And survival is the game name at this point of time.
So जिन लोगों के पास cash reserves है, उनको ये opportunity है to pick up properties and pick up, renegotiate leases and whatever, and say अभी तो मेरे की तो 50 साल की लड़ाई लड़नी है. This is everything is on sale. Pick up properties, pick up lease arrangement. Is that also happening in the market?
Yes, that's also happening in the market. Most of the hotels are coming out where they want to get themselves leased or they want to get associated with the management companies.
Okay. Now I'll just move on. So firstly, gentlemen, I'm really, really happy and thank you so much for painting the picture for what it is. Because जैसे आपने कहा ना, मीडिया या तो सब कुछ बहुत बुरा है या अगले दिन सब कुछ ठीक हो जाता है. So we have to first admit क्या problem है, and then only we can come out of that. So thank you for painting the picture exactly like it is right now. But let's just try to shift gears and go to a different perspective. I'm not saying hope. Hope पे तो hope है तभी तो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कुछ हो रहा है. But I'm saying we saw in the first COVID that एकदम से चीजें ठीक हो गई. Like all of a sudden लोग भूल गए. अब इस बार हम शायद भूल के भी नहीं भूलना चाहेंगे बिकॉज वी नो भूलने की सजा मिली हमारे. बट जैसे आपने जापान का एग्जांपल दिया वैसे अमेरिका भी अगर देख लीजिए सारी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हो रही है सब कुछ हो रहा है. अमेरिका इज ऑन अ डिफरेंट विकेट टुडे. लाइक अमेरिका इज ओपनिंग अप. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक दैट देयर कुड बी सर्टेन स्टेट्स व्हिच विल डू बेटर, और अगर जिन लोगों को वैक्सीन मिल गया होगा वो उन स्टेट्स में आ सकते हैं, और अगर ऐसा है तो विच आर दो स्टेट्स? एनीबडी, आप में से कोई भी कैन स्टार्ट. Mehul, will
Vijit, the Himachal, Uttarakhand, all the hilly states, or any state which is small in size, including the Goa, if we consider Goa as a state, which is anyway a part of it.
Sure.
These one will be the one who will be standing back on their feet much faster as compared to the bigger states. As we see in the competition, or as we see the challenges between Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and all, who are the bigger states, including even the Punjab, having a real bad mortality rate in regards to fatality rate in regards to the pandemic. The smaller ones are easy to maneuver, easy to manage, provided there is a right leadership available there. It goes in hand. I do want to point out on the very clearly in regards to that. The leadership is not only about the political leadership, even with the hospitality sector.
Thank you.
We all know that last 2 years we have seen that how fragmented and how divided the hospitality leadership is there. That every sector got a rebate, every sector got a leeway from the government, and the I may not be right with the numbers, but at least 3 to 4% of the GDP comes from the hospitality, or at least depended on hospitality and tourism. We were not even mentioned in any of the reports. And the finance minister said, we will dekhenge, that the word which she said in the one of the press conference, and the question was asked. So that shows where we lies and where our priorities lies with the leadership of this whole hospitality sector in India. We are not yet been able to go to the government and say that how distressed we are right now, whether it's regards to the asset part, whether it's regard to the human capital part. We have seen so many deaths happening. We have seen so many people being asked to leave. They've been stuck out of the job from the organized sector, and they have gone to unorganized sector now. So the foresight is very difficult. But yes, the smaller cities, coming back to your question, smaller cities like the Uttarakhand, Himachal, even up to a level of J&K, who are anyway, Kerala is a very peculiar model. They will take time, but yes, the Goa will come back. I foresee these 4 states can come back along with the Northeast, which is very well managed, very well managed states. In fact, on that part, it's out of the media glare. People do not foresee what's happening there, but it's extremely well managed. And I certainly feel that people will start going that side also. I hope so, that domestic tourism move that side.
Are there any other states, Ranjan and Sachin, according to you, more than what Manoj said? कोई और states भी है? Because मेरे को एक आप ये सवाल का जवाब से पहले I want to ask you, what Manoj said was mostly vacation places, but Manoj will say नहीं, they are not vacation places. वहाँ जाके आप काम भी तो कर सकते हो, work from hotel कर लो वहाँ से. तो आपने वहाँ से कर लिया. But if I have something in Bombay or Delhi or the metro cities, then I will stay away. You think people will stay away from those cities? What is your thoughts on which cities will open up faster?
See, my take is this. Right now there's a lot of confusion in the whole scenario. We have all heard this situation where the vaccines were not available for some time. Covishield is they're fighting very hard to increase the production line over there. Covaxin is in. Sputnik is still on trial phase, and it's only in Hyderabad which has been administered. So right now, the focus is to get vaccinated, and the state which gets vaccinated the faster would obviously be logically, as Manoj said, would be the smaller states, of course. India as such is 130 crores population. So undoubtedly it's going to take a lot of time to at least do 50% vaccination completed over here.
But are you all unanimously saying that Goa should be one of the places which will open up faster?
Yes.
Yes, Goa.
And second would be which one?
If you take south, then I guess Mysore and Coorg will get open up at the earliest, because we have already started getting the travel agent inquiries asking for the hotels there, asking for rates, and if they could do any pre-purchase and all that.
Acha.
So I
Bangalore
guess
would be a
that,
good idea.
yes, so
Bangalore will also open up faster.
Okay.
at the city hotel wise, yes, Bangalore, we have been getting it. So then we have already made plans, like people come stay for 2 night or 1 night in Bangalore, 2 night in Mysore, and then at Coorg. So these are the again few destinations which will get opened up at the earliest.
Great. So, and what about the capital, Delhi?
Delhi will take time.
Delhi will take, but the thing is, see, I mean, Delhi, why I'm asking is, Delhi seems to be a place where you have to come for, मतलब वहाँ तो आप double mask पहन के भी लोग कह रहे हैं आना पड़ता है. But you think it's going to be even with आना पड़ता है जरूरी है, whatever, people will avoid Delhi and not come. So Delhi is not
Sir,
Delhi is not on the top
travel. The travel right now and in future will always be on. I mean, you can't just travel just like that. Like how you used to do before. It
Sure.
it will be only on priority basis. So जिसको जाना पड़ेगा वो तो उसको तो जाना ही पड़ेगा. There is nothing you can do about it. So, but if you talk about this thing, I think by the end of this year we should see Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore standing up on their feet faster than any other place, because these places will be pushed to get vaccinated, because these are our financial and this hub for the country.
Okay.
So I think Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore will stand up much more faster than anywhere else.
Okay.
Goa,
But
of
then
course,
only-
smaller states.
Yeah, but then only it might be mandatory that you show your vaccination certificate, and then you can start traveling at any of these places.
वो तो I think अब शादी
Right.
करने से पहले भी दिखाना पड़ेगा.
That's gonna be the part of it.
That's 100% part of our life now. So we spoke about the real situation कि अभी it looks grim. आप लोगों ने start किया ये बता के, तीनों ने unanimously, that 2 साल लगेंगे for a profitable hospitality business to come back. इस 2 साल में बहुत लोगों का business खत्म हो जाएगा, बहुत लोग opportunity का फायदा उठा के lease renew करेंगे या नया होटल ले लेंगे, जिसके पास cash है वो survive करेगा. But at the same time, when we said what will happen in the interim, you said that there are these top 5 states which will open faster. A, because financial capital and government is going to make sure they open up. B, places like Goa and smaller towns, are people will work from there and they don't mind going there. So vacation or business, dono destination ban sakte. Now I want to come to the third section of this today's panel, which is the new cost structure. Now, from the lease of the property to the salaries to everything, how are hotels restructuring the costs? Because अगले 2 साल तक ये आप लोग कह रहे हो 2 साल तक ये है. So 2 साल तक from the lease to the the Apex, Capex, all those. This we'll start with Ranjan. How is that being reworked?
See, the major cost of running a hotel is the manpower,
Yeah.
the HLP, the maintenance, the food cost. Food cost, of course, is taken care because you're selling the product, so that's okay.
Sure.
The repair and maintenance will take little backseat, because if there's any major, if it's a new hotel, it is all right. But if it's an older hotel, then there will be a certain amount of repair maintenance will come in. Heat light power, of course, is something which you cannot do something about, because your fixed cost, you have a fixed line which is there, and there will be a fixed cost which will come. Even though you shut up everything, you will still be paying a minimum cost as such.
So that is no rebates in any state for heat, power, light from the government in any way.
Not in Madhya Pradesh, not in Indore, not in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
I do not know others. I'm sure nothing is happening anywhere for anybody.
Sure.
That and manpower, of course, as we all know, we have all cut down and we have all slashed to the bare minimum, to the bone now, and we're trying to give whatever is best possible suited. So hotels have some hotels have 50% for the top rung, 90% for the line level staffing, like what we have right now. There's others who keep this entire people, but have 15 days of working for
Achha.
these two sections of people. All that is happening. They're trying to juggle. Everything is happening. So this is the research that's happening in terms of the. Now the problem is the lease, the rentals, if any, and the interest, loan interest.
Right.
These are the killers because ये तो manage हो जाते हैं, ये तो फिर भी हो जाएगा. If you cut down everything, and every general manager would know how to cut it down and bring it to a bearable amount. But the problem lies when it comes to the lease, the rentals, or the
Interest.
the interest. That is where the real killing happens, and this is the reason why hotels will go on for sale or hotels will be shut down, because this is what is going to kill them.
So, what about the loan deferment, interest deferment? वो एक बार हो गया, दूसरी बार चल रहा है अभी, and उसके बाद, I mean, there'll be a time when the RBI will say that बस हो गया अब तो. So that's what we are saying, right? I mean,
अभी तुम्हारा दुकान बंद करो और पैसा दो.
अब पैसा वापस करो, right? और पैसा भी तब
It's very difficult for that to happen now because the banking they won't want it. In fact, they have already put the presentation to the government so many times stating that even moratorium was wrong. And leave aside the commercials, they even do not want to give the retail customers also. So if somebody who's basically individually has taken a loan on the home and all, even they are not giving moratorium second time to them. So things are going to be extremely, as Ranjan said very clearly on that part, there will be a lot of properties on the distress. They will either close down or they will be either on the block for the sale. And as you said very clearly, the person who had a cash or that the companies which do have a cash rich, they will definitely have a heyday on that part. And
Right.
banks also will take a haircut and they will sell it out. They will not like to keep it on their balance sheet. They will basically dispose it off as soon as possible. We already seeing a lot of properties, not only on the hotel side. As I take care of the retail also along with the hotel for my company, I see that even the retail structure side also, a lot of malls are basically on the brink. And the banks are taking the haircut and they're basically giving it to REITs and all that stuff and basically taking it out of their balance sheet. And that's going to happen same with us in the hotel industry also. The net casualty will be the staff. Net casualty will be the people who are working there because they are unfortunately dispensable. And there is no safety net for them where they basically can go back. If we see the example, even the NCLT, the government has basically extended that, okay, you cannot go to because of the pandemic and all. It will keep on happening. So the grouse and options for the people is very, very less now in next 2 years' time. And if this mutant and this variant keep on coming, it will kill a lot of businesses. Yes,
Right.
after that 23 years, there will be a definitely beneficial and all that if this is been taken care of.
वो साल जो survive कर गया उसके बाद the industry
कर गया, हाँ.
एक bumper
Like
year
example, it happens in 1919 when the pandemic happened, and then there was a growth of 20-25 years in America and the whole Europe.
Right.
We may see that same thing happening after this also. But as you said very correctly, जो बच गया,
जो बच
one
गया.
who survived.
Right. अब before I go to the next question, मैं आप लोगों से जानना चाहता था, what is the change in ratio? Like पहले X amount of staff members per room, and अब so how is that equation changed? Sachin, we start with you.
The ratio wise, it has already been reduced because then manpower is also a concern for any of the unit or the owners also. And those who have already gone back to their native and who do not want to come, जिसने खेती बाड़ी शुरू कर ली है या फिर उसने कहीं और नौकरी देख ली है अपने गांव में, for them then the HR starts negotiating the salaries whoever is there in Bangalore, and then the ratios have already come down.
Right. So, but can you give an idea of ratio pre-COVID and after COVID? Any of you, whatever ratios before and after COVID.
So for example, for a luxury hotel, the manpower ratio to room was typically 1:6, or can be 1:1.6. Now it has come down to 0.75.
So you had 1.5 people per room. If you had 325 rooms, you had about 400 people. Now you have, for 375 rooms, you have 225 people. But okay, almost. Yeah, give or take. So my next question is that अगर ये, because ऑस्ट्रेलिया, अमेरिका, जब भी कोई आता है वो कहता है ये तो हमारे से पहले से हमारे तो रेशियो पहले ही ऐसे थे, ये तो इंडिया में ही था कि आपने अपने गेस्ट को हमने अपने गेस्ट को ज्यादा संभाल के रखा हुआ था, क्या ये ऐसे ही चलेगा या हमारे को जब सिचुएशन ठीक होगी वी हैव टू कम बैक टू दोस रेशियोज? क्या 2 साल में नया कल्चर बन जाएगा और ऐसे ही चलेंगे होटल्स, बिकॉज होटल्स बोलेंगे यार अब तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी में नजर रखनी है, या लोग पुरानी चीज भूल जाते हैं और आगे फिर वापस हो जाएगा?
So probably after 2 years, we might come back to whatever ratio we were there, because then we look at personalizing the service. We are not hard cut that yes, the guest will have to carry his luggage, or we look at more of personalizing the things in India at least. So once things become normal, then we do not have problem in hiring people also for these.
Got it. Okay. My next question is, what is the next plan on, in terms of offers and giving discounts to customers? What are the strategies that, and anybody, I have 7 questions, 7 very interesting questions. And we'll go with one question, and any of you, one person can answer that question so that we cover all 7. So who would like to take this question? What is the next plan after giving offers and discounts to customers? What's the plan? कुछ तो हमने रोज सोच रहे हैं, how to give an offer or something. How should we plan that?
See, right now, everybody would agree with me that whatever comes in, you take it, because you can't choose. You have no, say in terms of admitting people, as you rightly say, outside the hotel. Admission right belongs to you.
Right.
That does not happen anymore. You kind of get in whatever is coming in. But yes, let me give you an example from my end.
Yes.
You are aware about it because you handle us. So
Right.
yes, what we have done is we understood that Indore as a market was very different in its approach. People here spend a lot of money in terms of food, in terms of going out. Out of 7 days, 5 days they eat outside or
Acha.
try and stay 1 or 2 days outside. Yeah, that's how the culture is in Indore. The pricing is a concern which is everywhere. So what we did was we had this package which came up. We said 3+1 and 5+1 rooms. That worked very well. We tried to draw in the people who are staying in in Indore itself through our
Right.
packages called Staycation, and then we had Pamper Your Princess. We repackaged the whole thing. We made it very lucrative.
Lovely.
It worked. It is still working. We in fact converted a couple of rooms into dining spaces, and people check in, and then we serve them food over there. So because as per the government norms, you're not supposed to operate the restaurant. So if you don't operate the restaurant, then there is
You
no
had rooms
thing.
converted to dining places, so I could come with my family
Yes.
and dine in the room. Oh, acha.
Yes, you check in. You formally check in.
Right.
You pay a price for the room, a very small amount,
Right.
but then you sit in the room and you order through IRD,
Right.
because IRD is allowed.
Right.
So IRD, this thing, so that works for us, is working for us.
Excellent.
Then, for
I
example,
like this. I like the
had,
pamper your princess idea. कि आप लोग सब अपनी फैमिली के साथ बैठे हो घर पे, क्या पैम्पर करोगे हमारे होटल में
हाँ,
लेके?
नहीं, the wife and the children not used to the husband staying in the room, in the house all the time.
Right. Right.
And so there is, you got to do something to to create that, to break up that ice which is happening,
Yeah.
because there's always this war which is happening at home.
बहुत ज़्यादा.
So that's something which we thought, and it worked. Last month I did almost 25 odd room nights from that package, which is
आप
great.
सिर्फ हस्बैंड को बुलाते हो थोड़े दिन के लिए, वो चले जाते हैं, फिर वाइफ आती है, ऐसे होता है कैसे?
No, they actually can bring in their family. There's a kid which is allowed in that, and they come in. And, we of course give them a junior suite, and we actually pamper them in terms
Fantastic.
of.
So all the people in the audience, how many people love these 3 ideas to be able to get guests even today? I mean, I thought that's Ranjit, I've known you for a long time. You've always had I think the main thing is why you've always had good ideas is because I think you always understood your customer very well. Like, you know who your customer is in the market. So, hats off to you. I've always admired you for knowing the pulse. Every time change hoti hai, aapko साथ साथ पता लग जाता है. So that's how these good packages come out. So awesome. So my next question is, how do you see the wedding business now? Anybody can take that, Sachin or Manoj or anybody. How do you see the wedding business? Like, see, शादियां तो होनी है, छोटी शादी करेंगे, कुछ तो करेंगे. So how do you see the wedding business coming back? I mean, a lot of people are, जैसे इन्होंने डिनर का रूम में किया, a lot of people जिनकी छोटी टेरेसेस थी वो कहते हैं वो शादी के लिए नहीं थी, लेकिन अब वो छोटी टेरेस शादी के लिए हो गई है, 50 लोगों की शादी हो सकती है. So any of you, anything creative, anything crazy that you've seen on the wedding front, or what do you think will happen?
So wedding is the lifeline since last year for hotel industry, where there is no corporate MICE moments. It has been really a blessing in these times for us. We make sure that the package given to them are more attractive. We will have to make sure this segment of business is pampered and protected for now, at least. When we say, when we say it is pampered, I mean the infrastructure has to support the requirement, like multiple venue at the hotel, number of rooms, add-on facilities given to them, the amenities at the hotel. And when we say protected, we need to see that ultimate guest is happy with the value of money he has paid for. Here, the old saying comes to play, that the happy customer gets you more customer. At our city hotel, which is in Bangalore, we have weddings, and from that wedding, we have been receiving so many references that it opens the opportunity for additional business. And
सचिन, सॉरी मैं आपको इंटरप्ट कर रहा हूँ, मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि हाँ, एक रेफरल से दूसरा रेफरल मिल रहा है, दैट्स ग्रेट, बट कंपटीशन भी बहुत ज्यादा है, तो व्हाट आर वी डूइंग डिफरेंट? हाउ आर वी केटरिंग टू द वेडिंग गेस्ट डिफरेंटली?
Okay, we have multiple venues. When we say that the government restrictions are there for 50 people or 100 people, then we have multiple venues where we give them one place for dining and the other one for the entire Muhurat and all that happening. So at the meantime, people who are already there at the dining, they can also see the live performance, whichever is happening at the hall, so that there is even the social distancing, which is taken care. It all depends on how the government norms for these gatherings will play a key role in the coming time also, because we are left with only 59 days of good Muhurats, the wedding Muhurats for this year.
59 days of wedding Muhurats for the whole year are left.
Yes, yes.
और कितने चले गए हैं?
Almost 63 days we have lost it.
Or 63 days we've lost, 59 are left.
Yes.
And
yes.
So, okay, so maybe, got it, excellent. So I think you wanted to say something on this, Manoj, on the wedding front?
Well, I totally echo what Sachin said, that that's the only lifeline left for the hotel industry. And as per City India, we always have the great weddings happening. There is again two sections that one is the less than $1 million rupee and the above than $1 million rupee. I run a property in Mussoorie, which is basically more of an FIT property. We never had a weddings, but in last year we had 3 weddings after the pandemic has.
I love that. So new opportunity.
Yeah, a new opportunity open up. Again, because of the reason.
Sorry, for everybody in the audience, I hope you heard this. A standalone property in Mussoorie, which has never had a wedding, 3 weddings last year. So absolute new business venture jo pehle nahi tha. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Manoj, please.
And that's precisely because of the reason that the number of people, as you said, that the venues which are not the so-called wedding venues become a wedding venue because of the numbers. Like I have inventory of only 46 there. Again, my category of the rooms do have a duplex style and all that. So obviously the families can stay on a quad occupancy there. That helps a lot. And as Sachin said on that part, it is not only in regards to the venue part and all that. The experiential part of it plays a big role on that part, because wedding is all about luxury. People do expect you to go out of the way, precisely the way it's you go basically for your guest at home. And when you have a wedding,
right.
you do not keep anything barred. Everything is open. You don't say no on that part. You require them right now on that part. Like your question was there in regards to how you basically catch them. We have gone on a very, very typical Bania style, or should not use the word that way, but that's exactly the way what we have done in the north of India.
Sure.
We have gone even to the tent guys. We have even gone to the pujaris and to get the numbers from the guests who are basically have the muhurats and all that to understand who all basically can move on. Like my catchment area for Mussoorie property is NCR area and practically a little bit of Punjab, whether the bigger cities like Amritsar, Chandigarh and the Ludhiana.
Desi approach जहां से
has to done.
जिनके पास पहले कस्टमर पहुंच रहा है, पंडित जी के पास पहले पहुंच रहा है, तो पंडित जी maybe you know I'll give you a special thing for your daughter's wedding. You get the wedding done here. So that's how business happens. In the first,
It's a way the lead generation happens now. The
100%.
lead generation cannot happen basically only with the corporates and only with the travel agents or the offline or
So
the online.
आपके कहने का मतलब है, and I want everybody to know this. There are 62 hoteliers over here, and there are about 40 on the Facebook. 100 people. I want to tell all of you people one thing. What I'm hearing from the panel is nobody is sitting in their desk. मतलब you have to go out and get work done, almost like a startup. एक नई कंपनी होती है, एक नया स्टार्टअप होता है.
Precisely, you are at the same stages.
A pre-opening hotel kind of.
Pre-opening hotel.
You're very much on that part. And as Ranjan told at the starting remarks, the new sort of segments have basically opened up in India, and this is one of the new segments for everybody. Now, nobody can say that I'm a business hotel or I am basically a leisure property, because you are both right now on that part. A lot of staycations are happening in the business hotels in all over India, especially in NCR. The property like ITC Bharat, the Grand Bharat, which is basically near those roads, doing great business on the staycation.
Right.
It's a purely business. There is no leisure there.
मैंने सुना है वहाँ लोग निकल ही नहीं रहे हैं, 3 महीने से बैठे हैं.
Obviously, because you're getting everything on that part. So
घर क्यों जाएगा? Right.
they're catering to that sort of a segment, which basically can pay you around 15 grand a night.
Right.
Now, obviously, a lot of us who are hoteliers may not have a property which can command that sort of a rate. So there is a segment. The only thing is that we have to go and basically dirty our hands in the market right now and to create the lead generations on that part.
That's fantastic. That's it. I mean, to survive, if you know, the hoteliers which will work hard, create those relationships, then that's how a startup always happened. My dad always told, you know, we have Ajanta Hotel in Delhi and Tamarind in Goa. So these are hotels that my dad has built from zero to, and that's what he always said. Go where your customer is going. जिसके पास वो जा रहा है, उसके पास आप जाओ. And that's how. So I loved what you said. And to all of you people, please comment and tell me which is the favorite idea, because you see the smile on my face. I'm loving it, because during this adversity, people who work the hardest are going to come out the strongest, and uske baad we'll be laughing to the bank, where everybody else will be like, बहुत गंदा time आया था. People will say time बहुत अच्छा आया था, क्योंकि अब मेरे पास नया customer भी और पुराने 2 नए business revenue avenues भी आ गए. Now I have 30% extra to look forward to. So for all of you people who are listening, please comment and tell me which is your favorite idea so far, because all 3 panelists are giving some. मैं हमेशा जब भी कोई webinar करता हूँ यहाँ ऐसी meeting, मैं लिखता हूँ bulb on idea number 1, bulb on idea number 2. So there's so many bulb on ideas. So please share. There are somebody, Mehboob is saying, I love the Desi style idea. So Ajay, Rohit, Aditya, Amit Julka, guys, tell us staycation. What is I want the audience to engage with us. Tell us which are the ideas that you love the most. Okay, my next question. This is very interesting. Thank you very much for sharing this with us. Third is, do you think the F&B, the food and beverage takeaway business, like, do you think it's going to sustain even after this? And what do you think about that? And anybody can take that.
Yes, it will surely sustain, as most of them, in spite of getting vaccinated, are still speculated to come out of home. They feel unnecessary contamination will be there in case if they come out. So they feel instead of dining experience, the takeaway is safer. Also, with the kind of new diseases, there are no guarantee that post the 3rd wave, there is no new virus which is born in the field. Hence,
so अगर आप कह रहे हो 1-2 साल तक ये चलने वाला है, तो 1-2 साल तक delivery भी चलेगी.
Yes, it'll surely go. Like, for an example, I write quite a lot on social media and TripAdvisor.
Yes, I know.
And most of the restaurant reaches us and explains us the process that they have involved in making the food, packing the food, and the times at times getting the same, they deliver it also at my place. So then we understand it, and then we write so that people feel that it is really safe and they can also order. Lot of time people ping me and ask that, Sachin, ये अच्छा है क्या, यहाँ से मैं order करने वाला था और ये मुझे ये चाहिए था, ये कहाँ पे मिल जाएगा? So it all depends that whether we are doing the right pricing. Right pricing मैंने से उसमें आपको rate कम करने की जरूरत नहीं है, but you will have to give a better discount so that when you're there with other aggregators also, people see discount. People don't see that what is the final rate. So that is more important.
Sachin, before we move ahead, which is the best channel for the audience to follow you at? Because I think they should definitely follow. आप बहुत अच्छी बातें करते हो social media पे. जो लोग आपको नहीं follow कर रहे, where can they follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram or in TripAdvisor.
So what is your handle?
Sachin_Mudappa.
Sachin _Mudarpark. Please find on Instagram, because if you're a hotelier, you need to be in touch with his views on what's happening. Because आज आप इन सब के साथ 1 घंटे के लिए हैं, but on Instagram you can have his views forever. So thank you. Somebody saying
Yes.
already following. Great. I know you have a following online. Great. So this home delivery business, how does it clash with, like, are people doing more Zomato and third parties, or are you saying let's go direct? Because one thing I heard was when you go direct, a lot of people trust you more कि यार ये अपने घर पे बना रहे हैं and they're doing it and it's safer. मैं उनसे काम करूँगा. Zomato and all का जो business चल रहा है वो चल ही रहा है, but a lot of people who are extra paranoid. What is that? Is that a sense that you felt?
People do rely on direct deliveries, but then that is actually an additional cost for whichever hotel it is. For a standalone restaurant, that cost might not be so big, but when it is a star classified or an upmarket hotel, then it is really higher cost. So that's why it is better to promote them digitally. And then delivery wise, even like most of the time when I have to pick up things, I do not go with the other aggregators. I can get it directly done at Denzo from the restaurant directly.
Tell me, if I have a standalone hotel in Goa or Delhi, or जो भी हमारे 50, 60, 60 hoteliers, इनके जहाँ भी, should they, जैसे आपने बोला ना, I went to the tent वाला and everything, I love that, मैं fan हो गया उस बात, now do you think वैसा ही एक campaign we can run and say, send our teams to all the local buildings around and say हमारे होटल से खाना मंगाइए, हम आपके 5 किलोमीटर रेडियस में हैं. Do you think that can become a big business?
Amjit, I sincerely believe I have actually a different point of view from the Sachin in regards to that. I certainly believe that F&B will not run.
Okay.
My reasoning is totally different on that now.
Right.
The aggregators like Zomato, Swiggy, which are two basically the bigger one in the market, along with the Easy Diner and other ones, they basically take out a lot of the pie out of the steak. The percentages which they've been charging is exorbitant. It's not which is feasible for the hoteliers. Then you have a GST issues where basically you've been charged an extra because you've been a classified hotel and you'll be paying maybe 18%, and the normal restaurant will be paying a 5% on the GST. So obviously there's a price disparity immediately happens because of that. Your offering is gonna be a very good quality as compared to what is available in the market. So what I foresee is that the approach towards the F&B will be, which Sachin said another way, is that it needs to be indigenous. It cannot be piggybacking on the Zomatos and Swiggy. You need to have your own channel. You need to have your own digital marketing campaigns for that. And maybe if hoteliers, the standalones, so maybe chain can come together, like exactly the way you have the Radisson come with the independent collection, or the Marriott has come with their own collection, Hyatt is coming with JWD for the room part, basically. Exactly the same way, because you're not selling only the room. You're selling the F&B offering also. Unfortunately, in India, we do not emphasize that much on the food and beverage. We do not have only channels which are basically available should be of the hotel, or maybe 10 hotels coming together and having their own channels, which can obviously you can pull down the resources, you can pull down the expenses on that part for the digital campaign and create some sort of buzz in the market. Because I foresee going back and piggybacking on Zomato and Swiggy, they will end up having their IPOs only. They will not help us as individuals. We will not make money out of it. They will definitely make money out of us.
इसी बात से this leads me to my question जो लास्ट में आने वाला था, but इसको थोड़ा मैं प्रीपोन करता हूँ इस क्वेश्चन को, चाहे वो जोमेटो स्विगी वगैरह हो गए या मेक माई ट्रिप यात्रा वगैरह हो गए. डू यू थिंक हमारे होटेलियर्स की रिलेशनशिप इनके साथ बिल्कुल बदलने वाली है इन द नेक्स्ट 2 years? वी विल गो डायरेक्टली टू आवर कस्टमर्स एंड वी विल टॉक टू देम जैसे हमने पहले किया था 20 साल 25 साल पहले. डू यू थिंक दैट रिलेशनशिप इज गोइंग टू चेंज, या अभी वी गोइंग टू बी स्कैर्ड कि उनको टच नहीं करना?
I think the relationship is already being gone. Sorry, Ranjan can take it.
No, go ahead, Manoj.
Relationship is already been, I foresee what I'm telling you with my properties, 2 mosaic hotels. One is in Noida, one is in Mussoorie, one is a business, one is a leisure property. My Mussoorie property basically yields around 70% of the business from the OTAs, the travel agents basically. And if I differentiate on that, my 43% of business comes from offline.
Achha.
And only the rest of the 23% business or 24% business comes from the online. So we already have taken a sort of initiative 2 years back, only thinking about that OTAs is not the way basically for us. We need to sustain our offline travel agents also, because they are the one who've been, at least for the leisure market, they are basically the backbone for the last 50, 60 years. Yes, I do understand banking the big numbers, big money, which they do pre-purchases, which has been taken care by the OTAs. It helps, but at what cost? We all know that what sort of rate parity they created. what sort of issues they created with the discounting patterns and all that. You may get a revenue at maybe for a year, and then suddenly you feel that the positioning of your property has gone down drastically within the span of 1 or 2 years. So we have seen that what happened with them. I can understand their point of view. For them, we are just a partners. Practically not even a partner, more like a vendor for them. For all the OTAs, we are just a vendor who are providing them the inventory. That's all. There is no big stake they have in our health. There is going to be a lot of change in the relation in regards to that. More we enlighten ourselves.
Two very important things. आपने बोला कि एक तो we can एक standalone hotel या cluster of hotels go together अपने kitchen resources को pull in कीजिए and go and tell people that we do F&B also. Hotels का काम F&B करना था, सिर्फ rooms तक क्यों रह गए? One way of bringing back your revenues. इसमें मेहनत लगेगी. It's easiest way to get it done because every hotel के आसपास enough corporate society सब कुछ है करने के लिए. Second idea that all of you people gave was that OTAs are good. जहाँ आपको pre-purchase की जरूरत है, आपने वहाँ पैसे दिए उनसे, उन्होंने they got their work done, you got your work done. But what you said is that the last 2 years you've been working to rebuild travel agent relationships and one-on-one relationships to be able to, so that you have multiple channels, and monopoly tab hi control hoti hai jab we have 4-5 channels. So thank you for sharing that with us. Ranjan, you were saying something on this?
Yes. My point of view is a little the same as Manoj would have said, and a combination of what Sachin said. We need to understand that OTA are necessary evil right now. You cannot do without them, and so you have to create a balance. I have always used OTA as and when how my hotel was positioned. For example, when we opened the hotel, I used it to fill up my hotel. When my hotel becomes stronger in terms of its corporate standing and social awareness in Indore itself, I use it as the ADR booster. Right. So either I look at my RevPAR or I look at my ADR. So the first instance I was boosting my RevPAR. Now when my hotel was up and running and it was very successful, I was using it as the ADR booster. Right now, we understand that we have to keep all our windows open. How many windows you can open is more important than anything else, because all windows should bring in something or the other. So we have X number of windows. We have the OTAs, we have the travel agents, we have the corporates, we have the sales FIT, we have the DFIT, we have the wedding market, we have the GDS, and so on and so forth. So right now the only yielding business segment is OTA primarily, because this is where the price conscious market taps in, and they're not loyal customers, but they look at deals, they look at discounts, they look at the things, and then they just come in. So that you can't ignore this OTA thing. Yes, in future there will be a shift, because people are now aware that there are so many windows. See, we were heavily dependent on OTAs because our windows are not open.
Right.
We didn't have ideas as to what windows could be there or would be possible to open. But with this new normal coming in place, when we are trying to open, because OTA alone is not is not enough on its own. So we would create more channels, more windows opening up. So in future, of course, the percentage of contribution from the OTA would decrease, because the other windows will also start yielding things, because the new normal will create that.
Fantastic. Love that. So, new market mix is already emerging. And the second thing which is new market mix is already emerging as a feature, as a automatic feature. But also, I love that everybody is saying, जो सबसे ज्यादा मेहनत करेगा वो सबसे ज्यादा market share अभी इस time पे ले जाएगा, because you're going directly to your customer and saying, come, I'll tell you how the weddings happen. Come, I'll tell you how I can serve food. Shelja, Shailesh, Terry, Ajay Pawar, Sonindru Nendi, Rohit Jogadia, Aditya Yadav, Amal Kandu, thank you very much for your comments. I hope I'm taking the questions from the chats as well. I hope your questions are being answered and you're getting detailed answers for the questions that you came here for. Because the idea of doing a monthly webinar format over here is one only. A, When you feel alone and anxious and scared and fearful, what is going to happen? When you feel that you're in a community of people who are going through the similar stuff, then we feel we're not alone. Like they say, same. We're all in the storm together, but everybody's got a different boat. So, kaun kis cheez mein, how they're rowing their boats, coming together, amazing ideas come. I've got two amazing ideas today. I'm sure many of you have got it. So, guys, please put in the comment what is that one big bulb on moment you had so far, because we want to learn from your bulb on moments to understand what added most value to all of you people. Now, I have my next question is um, we spoke about OTAs. How soon do you think corporate or MICE business will come back?
MICE will restart once people get an assurance that depending on the vaccination they have taken, like tomorrow, if the efficiency of the vaccine is 75 to 85%, or any new vaccine has a better efficiency, then people don't mind traveling. MICE will be based on freedom of permission, number one, at this point of time, and people ready to come with the precautions
तो
taken.
ऐसे होगा कि बिकॉज मैंने देखा है कि बहुत सारे लोग अपनी कंपनी में, तो ऐसे होगा इन्फोसिस वाले, इन्फोसिस सबसे पहले अनाउंस करेगा वी आर वैक्सीनेटेड, तो इन्फोसिस का बिजनेस के लिए सारे होटल जाएंगे, लेट्स गो टू देम, दे आर वैक्सीनेटेड. मे बी दैट्स समथिंग दैट्स गोइंग टू हैपन. वी नीड टू कीप एन आई कौन सी कंपनी जल्दी वैक्सीनेट हो रही है, उनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बना लो 2 साल.
True, that is also part of the running competition at this point of time. But then there are so many companies which have their budgets allocated and have not traveled for almost 1.5 years. So it is like they have to travel in the coming months. Only thing is, like, I had a conversation with few of the pharma companies, and then they were telling कि sir cycle meeting तो हम लोगों को चालू करना है, बस सबका vaccine हो जाए, and then we can start traveling, and हो जाना चाहिए. So I guess that is the new corporate role where people get vaccinated and then they start traveling.
Lovely. So Sanjay Kucheria says we've started quarantine facilities for positive patients in Guwahati. So thank you, Sanjay, for sharing that. Everybody is doing something and getting out of the situation faster. Now, जो आपने बोला that they will come back and so पहले जब पहला COVID हुआ था, everybody said कि नहीं, work from home is the new norm. अब तो बड़ा मजा आ रहा है, ऐसे ही चलेगा, कंपनीज अपना कॉस्ट कम. So do you think वैसा नहीं हो रहा? People are like बहुत हो गया, बाहर निकल के लोगों को मिलना, बिजनेस तभी आएगा. या little bit of hybrid. Some people will say आधे पैसे बचा लो, आधी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस करना अगले साल, अगले 2 साल.
No, not really. Like in the banking sector, almost 2 financial year auditing was done virtual, where most of them just could have been done for the sake of it. But the typical way of auditing in India is by physical verification. So that was one of the segment which used to have business during the end of financial year or the start of financial year. Like that, काफी सारे companies है जिसको government की तरफ से भी projects आया है, and they are ready to travel all those.
So that will open up.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. But again, maybe after a year or within a year?
No, not really. At the current trend, it is like people are just getting themselves vaccinated. Most of the companies have started the employee and their families to get them vaccinated. So post that, I guess by September, October, things should start, if not in group wise, but yeah, FIT wise in the corporate segment.
Lovely. Now, this is a question that I want from all of you. One by one, we'll go. We'll start with Ranjan. For all the people who are listening, दो टाइप के responses आते हैं जब भी कोई डरावनी situation आती है. In any uncertain situation, there are two human responses. One is to fight and one is to flight, right? So एक तो डर के भाग जाओ और एक है लड़ो. So it's common. Every doctor says it. Every psychologist says fight or flight. Now I want to use this in the digital marketing context. How many people? What do you think should be the strategy? अभी पैसे मत खर्चो. डिजिटल मार्केटिंग का कोई फायदा नहीं है, अपने कस्टमर एक्वायर करने का भी फायदा नहीं है. देयर विल बी द राइट टाइम, और दिस इज द टाइम टू गो आउट एंड कैप्चर योर कस्टमर्स. व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन इट एंड व्हाट इज योर स्ट्रेटजी?
See, the gut instinct says go out because this is the market low and stuff like that. You can't spend, you can't go overboard on hoardings and all that stuff, or the other medias which you paper ads or whatever you're supposed to do. But then the digital marketing is quite cheaper as compared to other media, and you reach the right clientele because you can select your clientele base and you understand where to hit them. So yes, logically, to be honest with you, this is where one should go, and this is what we all should do. Go for heavy digital marketing so that you reach the clientele, you understand, you reach them with the right kind of message, right people, and that is what you want in marketing, nothing else, and that's what you got to do. So, but yes, every hotel is undergoing that kind of stress where they have to balance the expenses and the income, which is uncertain. So you got to shell out some percentage, and like we have our promoters where we have discussed and we decided that we'll spend X amount of money percentage out of our this thing, whatever it is, so that we are there in picture. So we are always live. We know what we are doing. We have opened up. We're wanting to open up another outlet for delivery itself, creating a window. So we're promoting that. That's not part of WOW, but we're doing that as a separate venture. There is marketing happening for the rooms. You people are doing that for us. So all that is something which is necessary to happen, because right now you don't have the muscle, you don't have the money to spend on any other channel, any other media, any other way of.
Understood. Perfect. And Manoj, your take?
Certainly believe that you can't leave the area right now on that part, FHG digital space. You already are there. Practically every of the hoteliers are there. Their companies are already there. So you can't create a vacuum there right now. You need to be there. But yes, there has to be a re-strategy in regards to that. But you really want to put it out there now. I'm sincerely advocate in regards to that. There has to be a digital space, but there has to be digital campaigns with very focused approach. What you really want to say now. It cannot be a clutter. It used to be a clutter maybe 2 years back or 1 year back, where you are putting everything right from the Mother's Day to Father's Day to Rose Day, or everything basically is getting. But now I think that has already lost the nerve on that part.
Right.
You really need to speak to the right segment and give the right focus, right message, because you need to redraw. You have to redefine the strategy in regards to who are your real customers now.
Right.
And as Ranjan said very clearly in regards to that, digital space is still a very cheaper one as compared to maybe a TV or as compared to a print journal or print media, where you have to shell a lot of money. Here you basically can shell a little less money. But if you are really focused on that, what you really want out of it, and then go to the worst side of it, and then design or plan and accumulate your database on that part, that will definitely work. So you can't leave that space. You
Right.
need to be there. You can't create a vacuum there. You need to
Got
keep
it.
filling it up on that part. So
Got
that's what I basically foresee for the next 1 year.
Perfect. Sachin, what would you say? Up already, I know you actually all three of you are here because you're believers in the medium, and and so therefore, thank you for being believers in the medium. I before Sachin, sorry, I'll just come back to you. What I have always said, I'll tell you one thing that we did last year when this happened. So whenever we acquired database of customers to talk to send them emails, to tell them who we are at Internet Mogul. And then it used to take 3 to 6 months for people to know us more, and then normal newsletters going and calls booked. The cost of getting somebody into our database and into getting our emails from us every day and all of that was about 4 to 5,000 rupees a customer by the end of 3 months, which is very, very, very cheap for us. No problem. By the time they came into our funnel, 4 to 5,000 rupees. It was not expensive at all. When COVID happened, in the first 15 days, because Facebook lost most of its, Expedia stopped, I think, advertising, and all the airlines stopped advertising. So the Facebook ad cost to be able to reach out to a customer went as low as 500 rupees for us. 10 times. At that time, we were spending almost 50,000 rupees a day, and we created a database in 6 months of 126,500 people who want to work with us in the next 2 years. And so we went all out. We spent time, money, did webinars, did events, did all of that, so that for the next 10 years we remain in business. So I say this to everybody. The only thing that you don't own Facebook. अभी जब बात हुई थी परसों 4 दिन पहले कि Facebook बंद हो जाएगा, तो लोगों की दुकानें बंद होने वाली थी. जब टिकटॉक चला गया तो बहुत लोगों की दुकानें बंद हो गई. The only thing that you own is your own customer email, and CRM. So to be able to use Facebook ads and Google ads and you to be able to get the right customer into your CRM and then sending them the correct emails at the right time will build databases for hotels, which will be their own digital assets, जो उनसे कोई नहीं ले जा सकता. And I have been sitting on the advisory board of many hotels in India and abroad, and most of them, when the hotel की valuation निकालते हैं, तो उसमें से 5 से 15% उनकी digital assets. How many people are our own customers? उनका data हम own करते हैं. Based on that, कोई 50 million की property की 55 million या 60 million valuation रखती है, based on the digital assets they own. एक आपके पास होटल है 300 कमरे का, उसका asset, land value, all of that. But I'm also going to count your digital database is what the world is coming to. So my message to every hotelier is अगर लंबा जाना है तो create your own database and you can always market to them. They will always keep coming to you. जैसे आप लोगों ने बोला 4-4 5-5 चैनल बना लिए, एक ये चैनल भी बनाना चाहिए of direct people coming into our ecosystem. That's just my message. Sorry, Sachin, over to you.
I feel that yes, it is the key role in the future, because all that it matters is the right content with the perfect description and the image which tells the entire story. The best part is in this is to you get the choice of choosing the audience, as Mr. Ranjan also told, that you can actually track these audience, you can have a personalized service with them, and they create brand loyalty also. You can nowadays business drives on online presence, reviews, and customer testimonials only. So there's something called as retargeting, which most of us forget to do it. I guess that's one of the way where we can again start doing it.
आपने बहुत अच्छा point उठाया, and I would like to talk about this point for 2 minutes. When somebody sees an ad for the first time, one mistake that many people make is we saw an ad saying, "Hi, this is my hotel, 3999, 4999, 5999. ये मेरे rooms है, buy." And then we wonder why people are not buying. Then there are other hotels who are doing 3 ads for the same customer acquisition. This customer is acquiring a customer for 1500 to 1700 rupees or a 5000 rupee room, but he is happy because the person stays for 3 nights. तो 1500 में एक कस्टमर मिला, 15000 मिल गया, वो कहता है वाओ मेरे को तो 10% में कस्टमर मिल गया. ट्रैवल एजेंट के पास जाता 30% देना पड़ता. ग्रेट. आई एम सेइंग लेट्स गो वन स्टेप बैक. जो सचिन ने बात बोली मैं उसको थोड़ा सा डिटेल में बताना चाहता हूँ. If you have an ad which is saying I'm not selling you anything, I'm just telling you these are the 3 places you can go if your daughter's birthday is coming up and you want to go to Goa, Simla और मनाली, जहाँ तीनों जगह मेरे होटल है. मैंने सिर्फ as a advisor I've told you about your hotel what you should do. You engage with the ad. Views per ad are 1 rupee, 2 rupee per view. You can get 100, 10,000 views. आपको 20,000 रुपए लगेंगे कैंपेन में. बट उस 20,000 रुपए का रिजल्ट अभी 0 आया है बिकॉज लोगों ने सिर्फ ad देखा है और हमने व्यू ओनली ad चलाया. Now the second category of ad comes because you already know Sachin, you already know Ranjan, you already know Manoj, who could be the face of the brand, and they come and say, now, hi guys, you've been engaging with us. I have a plan. October में जिसका birthday, all the Scorpions, welcome. How are you? सबका birthday. October के लिए मेरे पास deal है, जिसका birthday है उसके लिए 20% off. And then coming back with a remarketing ad, like Sachin said, hi guys, आपने मेरा वो ad देखा था, you must be busy, there's so much happening in your life. Wanted to tell you that the October offer for 20% is still open. Now, what happens is, so then the thing is, जैसे Sachin ने बोला, remarketing, what most hotel ads are doing is talking to the customer once and either switching it off, or when we talk twice, हम फिर से कहते हैं, hi Sachin, how are you? मैं अभी तो अभी I just met you. Why are you introducing yourself again? You don't remember me. I don't want to talk to you. You know, it's disrespectful not to remember somebody when you start a conversation. You start Sachin. हम लोग उस webinar में मिले थे. It was great fun. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing now? So you carry forward a conversation. So those customer acquisitions are much lesser than 10%, and that is what builds the database. And that's what why remarketing is so damn powerful. But remarketing में 3 टाइप के ad लगते हैं, 3 टाइप के campaigns चलते हैं. शुरू में रिजल्ट नहीं आता, but so fast action के लिए हम लोग कभी-कभी remarketing को भूल जाते हैं. So आपने इतना अच्छा point बताया सचिन. I just wanted to elaborate it and tell everybody. And also one of my biggest missions in life for the last 11 years is to go on every platform and tell people that social media is the biggest opportunity in the history of business. Don't miss out, don't miss out, don't miss out.